Just to summarize, Gurbani is against eating meat, but Gurbani tells us to not argue over this topic. Some people, we may have had debates with family members or friends on this topic, and sometimes the topic of animal cruelty comes up. Like, even those of us who follow a vegetarian diet, what if the animals are who are giving the milk are being kept in an inhumane way? That is a valid point. So we should, as Sikhs, strive to only consume those products that are produced cruelty-free, in which the animals are treated with utmost respect. Because milk is actually not prohibited within Sikhi, and that product comes from an animal. So that is also a significant guidance for us. The other thing is that, some people who eat meat may argue that, you are still killing living things when you're eating plants, which is true. Plants also have life. But oftentimes the things that we're consuming as vegetarians don't involve destroying the plant. They're kind of products of the plant, like fruits or vegetables. In some cases, roots may be consumed. So yes, it does involve the destruction of some life, but usually not the destruction of the whole organism. And in Sikhi, we believe that whatever action we do, we have to bear the fruit of that action. So for example, if our food is the result of somebody else's suffering, we will have to bear the fruit of that action. While plants do have life, we also have to take into account, animals can feel pain. A lot of the animals that are being eaten are sentient. They can feel pain. They understand attachment. So, exactly how much suffering are we inflicting when we eat those animals? And is that compatible with a spiritual lifestyle? But I think the reason Guru Nanak Dev Ji said that this is not the most important issue is because there are far bigger sins that we can do that harm our spiritual life. For example, slander. Gurbani spends a lot more time talking about slander than most other sins. The 5 thieves: lust, anger, greed, attachment, egotism. Those rob us of our spiritual life more than anything else. But if we were to follow the guidance of Gurbani, then the vegetarian lifestyle is recommended. But it's also recommended that this not become the most important issue. And vegetarianism can become a support for the ego also. So more important than vegetarianism is to be humble and not to be egotistical about any of our spiritual practice or spiritual discipline.